The forest was strange and quiet, almost too quiet for Kiri's liking. Shadows stretched like long fingers over the moss-covered ground, and the trees, twisted and jagged, seemed to whisper secrets she couldn't understand. To humans, this place would have felt dangerous. To Kiri, it was home, but tonight something felt wrong. Her mother, tall and silver-skinned, moved carefully through the underbrush. Her eyes, glowing softly like starlight, scanned the shadows. She had always been strong, faster than any human Kiri had ever seen, and wise beyond words. Kiri had always admired her, following her everywhere, learning how to move, how to listen to the wind, how to survive. But then it happened. Her mother stepped on a jagged root and a sharp cry broke the quiet. Kiri ran toward her, heart pounding. "Mom, are you okay?" Her mother tried to smile, but it was strained and her hand went to her foot. "It hurts. A little," she admitted, her voice trembling, though she tried to hide it. "Don't worry, little one." Kiri didn't believe her. Her mother was always brave. She had never seen her stumble or cry. Seeing her like this made something inside Kiri twist with fear. Suddenly, the air changed. The wind grew colder, sharper. The shadows between the trees began to shimmer, almost like smoke. Her mother froze, her glowing eyes wide with alarm. "No, not here," she whispered. "They are near." "Who? What?" Kiri asked, panic rising in her small chest. "Predators," her mother said, her voice low and tense. "Hunters from my world. Savage creatures. Thought extinct, but they still exist and they hunt." Before Kiri could move, the ground betrayed them. A hidden pit, cleverly masked by leaves and moss, opened beneath her mother's feet. Kiri screamed as her mother fell, dangling from the edge, one silver arm gripping a jagged root. The other foot was trapped inside the pit, twisted painfully. "My foot. It hurts, human," her mother cried, her voice breaking with pain and fear. Normally playful, the word human now sounded like a plea. Kiri froze. She had never felt fear like this. She wanted to run forward, to grab her mother, to lift her from the pit. But the forest was unfamiliar and dangerous. Every shadow seemed alive, every branch seemed ready to snare her. Her tiny claws dug into the moss as she tried to pull herself closer, but the distance was too great. "Mom, don't let go. I'll save you," Kiri shouted, voice trembling. She felt tears sting her eyes. She hated feeling so small, so powerless. Her mother had always protected her, taught her how to fight, how to survive, how to keep hope alive even when things seemed impossible. Now the roles were reversed. Her mother's glowing eyes met Kiri's, filled with both pain and love. "Be brave, little one," she said through gritted teeth. "You can do this. Humans can be stronger than anyone thinks." The words hit Kiri like fire. Strength, courage, hope. Even if she was small, even if the world around them seemed filled with darkness and danger, she could not give up. She would not give up. Not her mother. Not now. The shadows grew longer. Strange noises echoed through the trees. The predators, whatever they were close. Kiri's heart raced, but her mind sharpened. She had to act. She had to save her mother from the trap, no matter the danger. And in that moment, something inside Kiri awakened. Something fierce and human. Fear and pain could not stop her. Her mother's life depended on her courage, and she would find it. Kiri's small body trembled as she stared down into the pit. Her mother's silver foot was pinned against a jagged stone, and her glowing eyes pleaded with her. The forest felt darker now, the trees pressing in, shadows twisting like claws. Strange rustling came from the underbrush, and Kiri knew the predators were near. Every second counted. She gritted her teeth. She was small, yes, but she had human determination, something no predator could ignore. She dropped carefully to a lower branch, inching closer to the pit. Her claws scraped the bark, and her heart pounded so loudly she feared her mother could hear it over her own cries. "Hold on, Mom. I'll get you," Kiri shouted, her voice breaking. She looked around for anything she could use, a stick, a vine, something strong. Her small hands grabbed a thick vine that hung from a tree above. It wasn't perfect, but it might hold. "Be careful, little one," her mother warned, her voice strained. "These hunters, they can smell fear." Kiri swallowed hard and tied the vine to a strong branch. She tested it with all her weight. It held. "Okay, I can do this," she whispered. Humans were fragile, she thought, but humans also never gave up. This was the moment to prove it. She climbed down, inching closer to her mother's dangling body. Her claws scraped against the pit's edge, and her arms shook under the strain. Her mother reached out, her silver fingers brushing Kiri's. Almost there. Pull! With all her strength, Kiri grabbed her mother's wrist and heaved. Pain flashed across her mother's face as her foot shifted painfully against the stone. Don't stop, little one. You are stronger than you know, her mother cried. Kiri's arms burned. Her claws slipped. But human determination would not let go. She took a deep breath, gritted her teeth, and pulled again, harder this time. Slowly, agonizingly, her mother's body shifted. Inch by inch, she climbed up toward the edge of the pit. Suddenly, a deep growl echoed through the forest. Kiri froze. She looked up and saw shadowy shapes moving between the trees. The predators were here, tall, dark, and cruel, with glowing eyes and jagged teeth. One step closer and they would strike. Her mother's arm trembled and she gritted her teeth against the pain in her foot. Kiri, you must finish this. Humans are stronger when their heart is full of love. The words lit a fire in Kiri's chest. Love, courage, hope. She would not let her mother fall, not to a trap, not to predators, not to anything. With a roar that was half fear, half determination, Kiri pulled again. Her claws dug into the mossy edge. The vine strained, but it held. Finally, with one last heave, her mother's silver body toppled onto solid ground. She rolled away from the pit, gasping, her foot twisted but free. Kiri collapsed beside her, tears streaming down her face. I did it, Mom. I saved you! Her mother's glowing eyes softened, filled with pride and pain. She reached out and touched Kiri's cheek. You saved me, little human. Stronger than anyone could imagine. A brave child. But the predators were not gone. Their growls grew louder. Kiri stood, her chest rising and falling, and her small body shook, but she would not run. Humans might be small, but humans could fight with courage, with love, with intelligence. She would protect her mother no matter the cost. Her mother limped toward her, supporting herself carefully. Kiri, we must move. They will not give up so easily. Kiri nodded, feeling a strange heat in her chest. She had always thought of herself as small, weak, just a child. But here now in the forest full of danger, she had proven something greater. Humans, she realized, had a power beyond strength. They had heart, courage, and the will to never give up. Together, mother and child faced the shadows, ready to fight, ready to survive. The forest seemed darker now, shadows crawling between the twisted trees. Kiri's small hands trembled as she held her mother's hand. Her mother's silver foot throbbed painfully, but she walked steadily, guided by sheer determination. The predators had not left. Their growls echoed like distant thunder, a chilling reminder that the danger was still alive. Kiri glanced around. The forest floor was uneven, roots twisting like snakes. Every step was careful, slow, and tense. She could feel the predators watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. Fear prickled at her heart, but she remembered her mother's words. Humans are stronger when their heart is full of love. Suddenly, a shadow lunged from behind a tree. Kiri barely had time to react. She yelped and pulled her mother back. Just as the predator's jagged claws slashed through the air, the creature hissed, a dark blur of teeth and glowing eyes. Kiri's mother groaned, clutching her foot, but she forced herself to stand tall. Stay close to me, little one, her mother said, voice strained but commanding. We will outsmart them. Kiri's mind raced. She was small and weak, yes, but humans could think in ways the predators could not. She noticed the thick vines hanging from the trees above. If she could swing something heavy, maybe she could scare them off. She grabbed a thick vine and swung it with all her strength. It hit one predator squarely, sending it tumbling backward into the underbrush with a surprised hiss. Her mother smiled faintly, despite the pain. Yes, use your mind, human. Cleverness is stronger than claws. The predators hissed and circled, their eyes glowing bright in the shadows. One leaped forward faster than Kiri could move. But before it could reach her, her mother stepped in front, her other hand slapping the predator with surprising strength. It stumbled and retreated. Kiri's chest swelled with pride. Her mother was hurt, yes, but together they could fight. She realized something important. Humans might not be the strongest, but they were resilient, determined, and brave. And when humans fought for love, nothing could stop them. The predators roared and attacked again, but Kiri was ready. She threw vines, kicked small rocks, and ducked behind trees. Every time they came close, she shouted and stood firm, refusing to back down. Her mother limped beside her, giving quick instructions, teaching her moves, guiding her small body with gentle but firm hands. One predator lunged at her mother again, aiming for her injured foot. Kiri's heart nearly stopped. Without thinking, she grabbed a thick branch and swung it with all her might. It connected with a sickening thud, and the predator yelped, retreating again. Kiri's small arms shook from the effort, but she felt an incredible surge of pride. She was protecting her mother. She was human, and humans never gave up. Her mother knelt for a moment, breathing heavily. "You are incredible, little one. I have never seen such courage from one so small." Kiri's eyes filled with tears. I just didn't want to lose you, Mom," she cried. Her voice wavered, full of fear and love, but also the fierce determination that only humans could summon in such moments. The predators hesitated. They had underestimated the human's courage, the human child's heart. Shadows shifted. The creatures growled softly, confused and cautious. Kiri's mother stood supporting her twisted foot. "Now, Kiri," she whispered, "we run, quick and smart, together." Hand in hand, the human child and her alien mother dashed through the forest. The predators followed, but Kiri had learned the forest's paths, the hidden routes, the clever ways to slow them down. Every step was a battle of wits, speed, and courage. For the first time, Kiri realized the truth. Humans were small. Yes, fragile, yes, but when humans loved, when humans fought for each other, even the most terrifying predators could be held at bay. And tonight, she would prove that in the most dangerous forest, a human heart could shine brighter than any alien glow. Kiri's small legs burned as she ran through the forest, clutching her mother's hand. Every step was heavy, every breath ragged, but she refused to stop. Her mother limped beside her, silver skin glinting under the pale moonlight, eyes scanning for predators. Pain stabbed through her foot with every step, yet she moved with determination, never letting Kiri see weakness. Finally, they reached a small clearing. A fallen tree provided cover, and a gentle stream ran through it, reflecting the moon like silver fire. For a moment they paused, hearts pounding, ears straining for the faintest sound. The predator's growls faded into distant echoes. Kiri collapsed beside the tree, her small body shaking. "Mom, we made it. We're safe, for now," she whispered, tears streaking her dirt-smudged cheeks. Her mother knelt beside her, taking Kiri's hands in hers. "Yes, little one. You are brave, braver than anyone I've ever known. You saved me, and you survived the forest. Your heart is stronger than fear." Kiri sniffled, leaning against her mother. I was so scared. I thought I might lose you." Her mother's glowing eyes softened, full of warmth and love. "I know, I was scared too. But fear is not weakness. Fear is a reminder that we care, that we live. And look at you. Even with fear, you fought. You protected me. You are human." Kiri blinked, a small smile breaking through the tears. She had always thought humans were weak, fragile, small. But now, in the middle of a dangerous alien forest, she understood something greater. Humans were strong because they could fight with love, with courage, with cleverness. Humans never gave up. They sat quietly for a few minutes, listening to the soft gurgle of the stream, the rustle of leaves. Kiri's mother gently examined her foot, wincing at the twisted angle. "It hurts, but it's not broken. I can still walk. Slowly, but I can move," she said, trying to reassure Kiri. "I'm scared, Mom," Kiri admitted. "The predators. They could still be out there. What if they come back?" Her mother pulled her close, silver arms wrapping around the small human. "Then we will face them. Together. Humans can do things that others cannot. You have heart, little one, and that heart is more powerful than any claw, fang, or predator. Remember that." Kiri's chest swelled with pride. She had never felt so small and so strong at the same time. She had saved her mother. She had faced monsters. She had proven that a human child's courage could shine brighter than fear itself. But even in this brief moment of safety, the forest whispered warnings. The predators were intelligent, patient. They would not give up easily. Kiri and her mother could rest, yes, but they could not let their guard down completely. Every instinct screamed that the danger had only paused, waiting for the right moment to strike again. Kiri looked at her mother, determination blazing in her eyes. "I won't let them get you, Mom, I promise. No matter what, I'll protect you." Her mother smiled faintly, proud but pained. "And I will protect you too, little human. That is what families do, no matter what world we come from, no matter how different we are." The moon reflected off the stream, silver and bright, and for a few quiet moments, mother and child just sat together. The forest seemed less frightening when they were together, their bond stronger than the shadows around them. In that stillness, Kiri felt something shift inside her. The fear was still there, yes, but it no longer controlled her. Courage, love, and determination had grown stronger, and she knew deep down that humans, small, fragile, or young, could face anything, even predators that were stronger, faster, and older than they were. Together, mother and child prepared to move again, knowing the path ahead would be dangerous. But Kiri carried a new strength within her, the knowledge that love and courage could make humans unstoppable, even in a savage world. The quiet of the clearing was brief. Kiri and her mother had barely caught their breath when the forest seemed to shift again. Shadows lengthened unnaturally and the familiar low growls returned. The predators had found them. Their glowing eyes pierced the darkness, moving silently but with deadly purpose. Kiri's small body tensed. She looked at her mother, whose silver skin reflected the faint moonlight. Pain was still evident in her foot, but her mother's eyes were fierce, determined. "They are back, little one," she said quietly. "We cannot run forever. We must fight smart, together." Kiri swallowed hard. Her heart pounded in her chest, but she remembered the strength she had felt before, the courage that humans carried inside them. Fear had not stopped her yet. She would not let it stop her now. The first predator lunged from the shadows, fangs bared. Kiri grabbed a thick branch and swung with all her might. The predator yelped and stumbled backward, surprised by the ferocity of such a small human. She felt a surge of pride. Humans might be small, yes, but when they fought with courage, they became unpredictable, unstoppable even. Her mother moved beside her, limping but precise. Every movement was calculated, every strike purposeful. Together, mother and child became a single force, their motions synchronized. Kiri's small arms swung, her legs kicked, her mind sharp and clever, while her mother used strategy and strength to keep the predators at bay. "Use the environment," her mother shouted, pain clear in her voice. "Humans think differently. Use your head, not just your arms." Kiri's eyes darted around. There were vines overhead, loose rocks on the ground, and tree roots she could trip the predators with. She grabbed a thick vine and swung it, wrapping it around the nearest predator's leg. It yelped, stumbling forward and crashing into another predator. Kiri felt a thrill. Human intelligence and creativity were weapons as sharp as claws. The predators hissed and regrouped. They were stronger, faster, but humans were clever. Kiri noticed a narrow path between two massive trees, just wide enough for her mother to limp through and use her strength to push a predator off balance. She pointed, shouting instructions. Her mother nodded, understanding immediately. With a coordinated effort, Kiri and her mother forced the predators backward. The small human child darted between trees, swinging vines, throwing rocks, and never stopping. Her mother's arm reached out at just the right moment, shoving one predator into a pit they hadn't noticed before. Sweat and tears ran down Kiri's face, but her chest swelled with pride. She realized the truth. Humans might be fragile, yes, but their courage, cleverness, and love for each other made them unstoppable. She had saved her mother once. Together, they were proving they could survive even the most savage predators. The final predator hesitated, growling, sizing them up. Kiri's mother's eyes met hers. "Now, little one, show them the strength of a human heart." Kiri stepped forward, small but fearless. She swung a thick branch, striking with perfect aim. The predator recoiled, stunned. Her mother lunged, using her body to push it into the shadows where it vanished into the night. The predators were gone, at least for now. Kiri fell to her knees, trembling, exhausted but victorious. Her mother limped to her side, placing a gentle hand on her small shoulder. "You are extraordinary," she whispered. "Stronger than I ever imagined. Your heart, it shines brighter than fear itself." Tears streamed down Kiri's cheeks. I just wanted to save you, Mom. I couldn't let anything happen to you." Her mother hugged her close, her glowing eyes filled with pride. "And that is why humans are remarkable. Not just strength, not just size, but courage, love, and determination. Even a child can face monsters and win if their heart is true." The forest fell quiet again. Kiri and her mother stood together, breathing heavily, battered but unbroken. The predators had tested them and lost. For the first time, Kiri felt the incredible truth of what it meant to be human. Small, fragile, and yet capable of extraordinary courage. Even in the savage forest, with danger around every corner, Kiri understood something profound. Humans were strong, not because of muscle or claws, but because of heart, and with her mother beside her, she knew they could face anything. The predators had vanished, At least for now, leaving the forest eerily quiet. Kiri's small body ached, her arms trembling from swinging vines and dodging attacks. Her mother's foot throbbed, every step a painful reminder of the trap they had survived. Yet neither of them fell. Both were alive. Both were victorious. Kiri walked carefully, holding her mother's hand tightly. "Mom, are you okay?" she asked, worry coloring her voice. Her mother smiled faintly, though it was pained. "I'll live. A twisted foot isn't enough to stop me. But thank you, little one. You saved me, more than once tonight." Kiri's chest swelled with pride. She had never imagined she could be this brave. She had always felt small, fragile, human. But tonight she had faced monsters, outsmarted predators, and protected her mother. Humans might seem weak, but their hearts, full of courage, love, and determination, were unstoppable. They moved slowly through the forest, every shadow making Kiri's heart race. But with each step her confidence grew. She realized humans had a way of surviving that no predator could fully predict. Cleverness, courage, and the refusal to give up. That was human strength. Her mother's voice echoed in her mind. Humans are stronger when their heart is full of love. The journey was long and the forest seemed endless. But Kiri led the way, her mind sharp, her senses alert. She spotted hidden roots, loose branches, and even a small stream that could be used to confuse any remaining predators. Every step was a mix of strategy and instinct, a combination that humans excelled at. At one point her mother stumbled, the pain in her foot flaring. Kiri grabbed her arm, supporting her, guiding her gently. "Lean on me, Mom, I've got you," she whispered, determination in her voice. Her mother smiled through the pain. "You are extraordinary, little human. I've taught you many things, but you have taught me too. Courage isn't about size or strength, it's about heart." Kiri felt tears prick at her eyes. She had wanted to be brave, but she had never imagined her courage could save her mother. Humans, fragile as they seemed, could face danger and still triumph if they refused to surrender. She felt a deep pride, not just in herself, but in what it meant to be human. The forest began to thin, the twisted trees giving way to softer light. Moonlight reflected off the stream, guiding them forward. Kiri's mother limped, but her steps were steadier now, bolstered by the child's courage and unwavering determination. Finally, they reached the edge of the forest. The shadows receded, replaced by the soft glow of open sky. Kiri looked up, exhausted but triumphant, and smiled. "We made it, Mom. We're safe." Her mother knelt down, hugging her tightly, silver skin glowing softly in the moonlight. "Yes, little one. We are safe. Because of you. Humans are remarkable. Even a child can change the course of the night, face fear, and win." Kiri leaned against her mother, feeling warmth, love, and pride wash over her. She had faced impossible odds, survived deadly predators, and saved her mother. Her small human body had carried a heart that refused to give up, a mind that had outsmarted danger, and courage that shone brighter than fear. In that moment, Kiri understood fully what it meant to be human. Humans might be small, fragile, and underestimated, but their hearts could overcome the fiercest odds. They could love, fight, and protect in ways no other being could. Her mother touched her cheek gently, glowing eyes soft and proud. "You have done something extraordinary tonight, little one. Remember this. Your courage, your love, your human heart. It can face anything. Never forget it." Kiri nodded, smiling through her exhaustion. She had faced fear, pain, and danger. She had saved her mother. She had proven in the heart of a savage forest that humans could shine brighter than any predator, any trap, any obstacle. And together, mother and child walked into the soft light of safety, their bond stronger, their hearts unbroken, and their courage forever proven. The edge of the forest opened into a soft meadow bathed in the gentle glow of moonlight. Kiri and her mother stepped onto the grass, their bodies aching, hearts still racing, but their spirits soaring. The predators were gone, vanished into the shadows, but the lesson of the night remained vivid. Kiri sank to her knees, breathing heavily, tears running down her dirt-streaked face. We did it, Mom," she whispered, voice trembling with relief and pride. "We survived. I saved you." Her mother knelt beside her, placing gentle hands on Kiri's shoulders. "No, little one. We did it together. You fought bravely, outsmarted danger, and never gave up. You are human. And humans have a courage that cannot be measured by size or strength." Kiri looked up at her mother wide-eyed. "But I'm just a child. I'm small, Weak. How can that be enough? Her mother's glowing eyes softened. It is enough because your heart is strong. Your love, your determination, your courage, they are more powerful than any predator, any trap, any danger. Humans shine from the inside, little one. That is your true strength. Kiri's chest swelled with a warmth she had never felt before. For the first time, she understood that being human wasn't about being the biggest or the fastest. It was about the fire inside, the heart that refused to give up, the mind that could think, plan, and act, and the love that could move mountains. She had faced terror tonight, had seen her mother hurt, and yet she had refused to surrender. That refusal had saved her family. That refusal had made her strong. Her mother helped her stand, supporting her along the soft grass. "Let us go home," she said gently, her voice still tender from pain. "Tonight we prove something important. Courage isn't measured by claws or strength. It is measured by the heart." "And yours is extraordinary," Kiri nodded, feeling a fierce pride. She looked back at the dark forest, at the shadows that had tried to swallow them, and she realized she was no longer afraid. Humans might be small in the eyes of the universe, but inside them burned a light that no darkness could extinguish. "Mom, humans really are strong," Kiri said softly, voice full of wonder. "Not because of power, but because of love and hope and courage." Her mother smiled, placing a soft, glowing hand on Kiri's cheek. "Yes, little human. And you, my child, have shown it all tonight. The universe may look at humans and see fragility, but those who look closer see what we see: bravery, intelligence, and hearts that shine brighter than any star." They began walking toward their home, careful but steady. Kiri's small hand never left her mother's. Every step was a reminder of the night's trials, of the dangers they had overcome, and of the courage that humans carried even in the smallest, youngest bodies. Kiri's heart felt full, overflowing with love, pride, and determination. She had learned something tonight that she would never forget. No matter how small or fragile humans might seem, their hearts could conquer the impossible. And with courage, love, and a clever mind, humans could survive, protect those they cared about, and shine brighter than fear itself. Her mother glanced down at her, glowing eyes filled with pride. "Remember this, little one. Whenever you face danger, whenever you feel weak, remember what you did tonight. You are human. You are strong. You are unstoppable." Kiri smiled, small and tired, yet radiant. "I will remember, Mom. Always." The moonlight bathed them as they walked, mother and child together, safe, victorious, and forever changed. In a universe full of monsters, darkness, and uncertainty, a small human child had proven that the heart, courage, and love of humans could overcome anything. And as the night gave way to dawn, Kiri felt a certainty she would carry forever. Humans were not the weakest. Humans were extraordinary, brave, unstoppable,